Hey folks, knife giveaway. Stay tuned, you're gonna love this. Hey folks, we're gonna get right down to this knife giveaway. Remember this EKA knife that I showed y'all? Absolutely beautiful blade. Well, I got a brand new one that I'm giving away. Alright, real easy. All you got to do is somewhere in my video here, I'm going to flash a picture up. Okay? And in this picture, alright, it's going to be an item. Okay? And this item, I want you guys to tell me what it is. Okay? Pretty easy to understand. Alright? You're going to see it. It's not going to be me talking. It's going to be a still image. It's going to flash up during the video. And all you got to do is tell me what it is. And maybe throw down a little comment. Alright? But I need to know what it is. And then I'm going to pick your names out of the comment section. And just like I did before, I'm going to do the drawing off the internet. And someone's going to win this beautiful knife. This is a $40 knife. Absolutely beautiful. I would not be giving away a knife that's garbage. Okay? Highly recommend this knife. Beautiful knife. Alright? It's one of my best buys, so you can't really beat it. Alright, on a different note, I've been bit by a bug. I've been bit by Fiat, a Fiat bug, and they've come out with a new vehicle that I think is pretty awesome. It's a little Fiat Abarth. I think I said that right. I think the H is silent. Wow, this car is so nice. I love it. I want to get rid of my Honda Accord and then pick this thing up, okay? Because I've got a vehicle for my family already, which is a Honda Pilot, and I really don't need two family vehicles, and I'd really like something a lot more fun to drive. 2 hours in my vehicle a day. The Honda Accord's great, but man, that thing will put you to sleep. All right, I really just want something that gets 34 miles to the gallon. Only costs $25,000, and it does have the ability to carry my whole family. But man, this thing scoots. I mean, this thing is a rocket ship. This is a track-ready vehicle for $25,000. And you know, I spent 10 years in Japan, so I absolutely love the small vehicles. I had a 3-cylinder turbo intercooler Suzuki Jimny when I was in Japan, and I miss it. I miss the small, little peppy engine. Being able to park anywhere, and the gas mileage. There's so many videos on YouTube about this, but here I'll show you the different color schemes that you can go with. Here's the different ones. Ooh, okay, look at that. Fiat 500. The interior is absolutely beautiful too. You can get leather seats. Bose system. The 2012 has a Bose system, but the 2013 has a Beats by Dre. Alright, we're talking, it's going to be the most awesome stereo system that you ever had. So basically you have good music, fun driving, and I'm not going to be falling asleep to and from work anymore. So it could save my life, you never know. So you might want to give me a comment on that. Am I crazy for wanting to get this beautiful car? It is small, so you might be like, I'd be embarrassed to be in that thing. You wouldn't be embarrassed when you pass that Mustang. Alright, they cost twice as much. Well, not really, they're about $30,000. But you know what I'm talking about? 34 miles to the gallon. I drove one. I didn't drive this model. I drove the model that was 100 horsepower. This is 160 horsepower. I drove the normal Fiat Sport, and I couldn't believe it. I was going 80 miles an hour on the freeway. I didn't even know it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, the vehicle is fun to drive, real peppy. I had no idea they were that great to drive. I mean, the steering wheel, it's like driving it feels like you're driving a larger car, but it's really responsive. I mean, it's really just a fun car to drive, and I just can't get it out of my head. So am I crazy? I don't think I'm going to get permission to get this car, but I can't stop thinking about it. I really, really like it. So, you know, look at these. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Leather interior, the whole bit, $25,000. They only make 2,000 of them a year. 2,000, 2,500, about that a year. So you have to order them. So it's a very unusual car. So when someone sees it, they'll be like, what the heck is that? And I'll say, well, you know, they sound like little race cars, track-ready cars. So, I don't know, am I crazy? Please help me, guys. Please somehow make it where I can accept the fact that I'm not getting permission to get this car. So I'm pretty upset about that. So, y'all, please make me feel better, please. All right. So anyway, this is the drawing for the knife. Absolutely beautiful. I also want to send out my prayers for the Colorado theater shooting, the Batman premiere, and just a real quick. You're going to hear a lot of stuff about gun rights, high-capacity magazines, all that stuff. I want to tell you something. If everyone in that movie theater had a gun, that creepo wouldn't have come here. Creepos, period, they don't like to get shot just like anybody else. That's why this guy was wearing body armor and all this good stuff. All right? That's why most of these shootings happen in areas where people don't carry weapons. And then you have those people that say, you know, we want to get rid of weapons completely. And maybe someone's thinking this is not appropriate for me to talk about right now, but we need to talk about it because they're going to throw this out there, and new gun laws are going to come out because of this. And I think they're approaching it all together. What's off the table is taking away our gun rights completely. All right? And the reason why is, I believe, that's the only thing that's maintaining our freedoms in this country. Once we're de-armed, that's when we are completely screwed as a country. And if you don't believe me, just research history of any other country that was de-armed. Every time they're de-armed, the country goes to hell. All right? Because then the government has absolute power. So that's off the table. And it's already been proven that gun controls don't work. So I think we need to go the other direction with it and encourage people to carry. Because the guns aren't going away. And guns are not used only for killing people. Guns are used as a hobby, as an enjoyment. All right? Shooting cans, whatever. But we're not getting rid of them. They're not going away. Period. They're never going away. All right? So if you're one of those people that think that they just need to go away, you can think that all you want. You know, when it rains, lollipops could fall out of the sky one day. It could, maybe. Who knows? But it's not going to. Okay? It's unfortunate. It's horrible what happened. But the whole, you know, I heard it already starting. You know, it's, oh, I heard he had a high-capacity magazine or whatever. Because he had a high-capacity magazine didn't make this guy shoot and kill people. Okay? I have a .22 long rifle with a lever action. Okay? I can fire off 30, 40 shots, you know, within 2 minutes. It doesn't even have a magazine. It doesn't matter if the guy had a magazine. Why are you throwing out political bullshit, you know, when something horrible like this happens? It's ridiculous. So do your research, study history, study the countries that have de-armed, and you might be surprised what you see. You might be surprised. So my prayers go out to those people. Once you've seen something like that, for those of them that survived, you never forget it. It replays in your mind over and over again. I encourage those people to get some help. Talk about it. Get it off your chest. Talk with others that saw the horrible things that you saw. Because if you don't, it's going to mess you up bad. So that's one thing that war has taught us, is that to get that stuff out of your head, it's easier to talk about it and get that help. So I'm sure I'll get some thumbs down for that because they think I'm some kind of, you know, crazy gun activist, but I'm not. It's just common sense. It's just, in my mind, it's common sense. We will never disarm this country, and when we do, it will be the end of the freedoms that we have. And if you don't believe that, you haven't opened up a history book. You haven't looked at the other countries around us. I am not willing to give up the rest of my freedoms just because we have some mass shootings. You know, I mean, we have people that die overseas all the time in Iraq and Afghanistan, all the time. Every other day. All right. You know, they're fighting for our freedoms and dying for our freedoms. You know, a mass shooting, let's just give up our freedoms that they're fighting for? That's ridiculous. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. So there's got to be another way of doing it. You know, but the gun debate's pretty straightforward for me. So, all right. So I hope you guys found that image. You were forced to listen to my little rant. I'm sorry, but that's just life. All right. Here's the knife. All right. Tell me what that picture is. Okay. If you guys don't know, you're obviously not knife nuts anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Or gun nuts. Okay. Y'all take it easy.